So Nadia, you know when you had the operation? You know when the removal people came round? Was it a big one? Did you keep it pickled in a jar?
Day 25, 9:42 a.m.
Oh, man. It's gonna be a long day. You're gonna be picking on us.
Last night, after spending 53 minutes in the hot tub together, Michelle and Stuart slept in their own beds. Because last week's eviction was postponed, Daniel and Vanessa have another week in the house. They find out which of them will be evicted this Friday.
I had the weirdest dreams. I dreamt about you last night, or just the snow.
Stay the night when you... Was that right? Was it a nice one, was it?
That's all right. All right. No, but it was...
You dream about me.
Hey?
It's about time.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Once a week or something, was it?
Hey?
Once a week.
Once a week.
Victor, Vanessa and Jason are in the kitchen, discussing a comment Ahmed made about Vanessa last week.
Oh. Was the headmistress or wherever I am?
We called you that, the strength talker.
Yeah. Yeah. He goes, Vanessa, you're like our headmistress. He goes, not everybody likes headmistresses.
That's probably part of one of his fantasies about you.
No, he has no fantasy about me whatsoever.
I think he's got a fantasy about you in some headmistress outfit, yeah? Just beating him. You put him over his knee and he's wearing...
Oh, great.
He's wearing nothing but a white singlet vest, yeah? Jay's leopard skin thong. That's one of them schoolboy caps and a tie. And you put him over his knee and you're just spanking him.
Bad, man.
And he's like, "Da!"
Guys, go away. Leave me alone.
No!
10:58 a.m. Daniel, Vanessa, Nadia and Stuart are in the living area.
Where? Okay, Dan, stay away because he's going to fly around. Okay. Go on, out. Go on. No, you can't go through the windows. No, not that way.
I see, like, Somalia, is it still sort of really bad for, like, civil war still?
Yeah, it's war, civil war.
That's still... Why? That's been a long time, isn't it?
It's 40 years that's going on.
Why? What is the reason?
The reason is, before it was a democracy, then there was a coup, and there was a dictator for years and years.
Yeah.
People hated him, and then it happened again, civil war. It just like that, you know, you couldn't imagine it.
Just overnight?
It took them, it's New Year's Eve it started. It took them few days to destroy a whole country. Within a month, the country was destroyed.
Shit.
Yeah.
Michelle and Marco are talking in the garden.
I just sat next to Stu and then he went, was that real? And I went, what? And he says, oh, I just had a dream about you. Really? Yeah. Oh. It makes you sick, doesn't it? This duvet cover smells of Nadia's trumps.
Oh, it's Nadia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that outside.
Did it look quite rude, like, in the jacuzzi last night? What time did...
Really?
Right, okay. We didn't have sex. I just need to keep clarifying that because I keep thinking that people are thinking they're not shagging, we're not shagging.
No.
Not yet. Blatantly.
Oh,
he knows that there's cameras there, but providing there's no one like else there, do you know what I mean? It's like he can relax, but like he didn't like that situation where they took the single bed away and it was like forced into. Do you know what I mean? Didn't like that at all. He didn't, you know what I mean? He wanted.
You know what, though? I bet, like,
To have his own bed kind of thing.
people are, like, sat at home, they're going, just fucking get into bed before you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They'll have to put us in that secret room, because I says, what would you do if they put us in there? And, like, we've had, like, in-depth conversations about it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I tell him a really, really dirty story, and then he, like, goes, oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, right then.
Yeah, right then. Yeah, that's kind of the way it goes.
11:29 a.m.
I hate when people provoke me. Yeah, provocation is something, you know, that's the only defense for mother if you kill someone for provocation. Because it's easy to provoke someone and then you lose your temper.
Of course
because you have been provoked. It's easy to provoke you and then blame the victim.
Yep. I know what you mean. You see this as like dirty food.
Not dirty. Even, for example, fizzy drinks that everybody enjoys, you know. It's not against any religion, but I don't like it, you know. You know. Or fizzy drinks. Sometimes I drink some fizzy drinks once in 3 months.
Yeah.
Normally I prefer water, you know. Because I told you, you must know yourself and do what you like it, either for religion purpose or for yourself, and that's it. Stick with it.
I bet Nadia, after this, right, Nadia will bring out her own brand of sex toys.
Oh my God! I'm not clever. I'm really not sexual, to be honest.
You are?
Actually, we really wanted to.
Shell comes to the diary room to talk to Big Brother.
Hi, Big Brother.
Hello, Shell. How are things in the house this morning, Shell?
I think they're okay. I don't know. I think there's lots of sort of. I'm glad nominations were suspended for a week because I think it would have been very apparent. I think it was very obvious he would have got sort of up for nomination today. I'd imagine either Jay or Victor would have been up. I don't know. You can never tell. Jay, I have mixed feelings about just because. I don't know. I try very hard to like him because it would be nice to get on with him. I don't see any reason to dislike him, and B, I think Ness quite likes him a lot, so I don't want to sort of make it uncomfortable for her. But I got quite hacked off with him last week. He's very unforgiving at times, and he's quite difficult to communicate with, and he sort of goes overboard on the whole sort of exercise thing sometimes, and it's quite difficult. I don't exercise, and I quite enjoy smoking. He kind of also keeps himself very withdrawn from people and makes it quite obvious that he dislikes them. I think to a certain extent he must know that he's capable of really physically intimidating people. I don't think people should be allowed to sort of use their physicality to intimidate others into, control or feeling subjugated or anything like that. So, I don't know, in many ways he sort of reminds me of other people I've known who have done that, and I don't particularly admire that character trait. There is a lot about Jason that I do like and admire, but that one I have a real problem with at times.
11:48 a.m.
I mean, if you dream, it's not like you would think that when you dream you're in a deep sleep, but you're not. It's like a light sleep, isn't it?
Really light sleeping if you're dreaming.
Yeah, because your mind's racing and stuff, isn't it?
Marco and Michelle are teasing Nadia in the garden.
Okay, I reckon I make myself a bed and I come back and Nadia's took over the whole joint.
I know, I'm a topic coach.
Yeah, well, we knew that already.
So Nadia, you know when you had the operation? You know when the removal people came round? Was it a big one? Did you keep it pickled in a jar?
Yeah.
Did you eat it with mushy peas?
After his...
I sold it on the internet.
Oh yeah, I think I bought it.
wasn't much to get rid of, was it?
And it was quite disappointing when it finally arrived. I've seen bigger grains of rice. You always want to have a what, Marco?
If everything blossomed between her and Gino.
He's saying a stupid question.
And then later on he turns around and goes, I'm really sorry, Michelle, but I really want to have the snip. What would
That's
you do?
because we're teasing Nadia and say, Nadia, do you remember when you had your operation?
I know, they've been teasing me like that.
We said, Nadia, did you keep it pickled in a jar afterwards?
And she bought it. I sold it on the internet and she bought it. I think Mark is considering it, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think Mark
it is.
is considering it.
Yeah, Marco's considering having a snip.
It's different from having had it though, isn't it? Claudia, stop talking about your op, yeah? I've heard all about it now.
Did you quite like it? Did they say, we're going to give you anaesthetic, and did you say, no, thank you? It would be even more funny if it wasn't true.
You're terrible.
I'd like to be a woman for a day. Or a weekend. I'd like to be a woman for a weekend, just to see what it feels like to have like a woman's orgasm.
2:21 p.m. Most of the housemates are in the living area.
Decided like pink, khaki and black are my new colours.
Jason and Daniel are in the bathroom.
I've got really bad wind at the moment for some reason, man.
Thanks for that.
Do you smell that there?
No, I don't want to smell that, thank you very much. Oh.
They learn, like, sort of thought processes. You know, okay, well, if I go and do that, that means this could happen, that could happen, da-da-da-da-da. I'll probably make them into, like, pragmatists.
So anyway, let's say a busty standby was to walk through the door right now, yeah? And she just walked straight in, didn't say anything to anyone, just grabbed you by the hand and just continued walking straight to the chambre, yeah? Hasn't even introduced herself. Gets in there, locks the door, yeah? And then you two start making out. She takes off her, drops her pants and she's got a willy. What do? Do you continue and make good use of the chambre?
No, I do. I start putting fuck out the wall, man.
If you were a woman, would you date men?
If I was a woman, I'd like to be a woman for a day. Or a weekend. I'd like to be a woman for a weekend, just to see what it feels like to have like a woman's orgasm. Because I think they sound great, man, women's orgasms.
They sound great.
Is actually
no, that's just pretending.
No, but no, they must have been pretending then, but I like the sound they made when they were having an orgasm. And I'd like to feel what it would like to have like a stiff penis inside me. Just to feel how no. But I wouldn't like all the shit that goes with being a woman, like all the having kids and all that.
I think I'd be a lesbian, man.
2:40 p.m. Vanessa comes to the diary room to talk to Big Brother.
I've just made a concerted effort not to be part of any particular groups. I know that there were like major splits, and so now I'm just like fluttering about. I think Shell's grown quite closer to, the one group. I think, they've like included her a lot more. And Marco's got a massive crush on Stu, which is quite sweet. And I don't think Stu realises it. So it's okay. I've tried also like talking to Nadia more, and I think we've just decided that just to respect each other's position. Jay's still Lone Ranger like he always is. he finds it easier to be one-on-one with people, and you've got to just read him as well, because if he doesn't want to open up, you know, he just won't. The way I cope with him is giving him space, because he's like, I think he needs a space. He's a really cool bloke, I mean, but he won't try hard if he doesn't particularly like you, you know. But he can be bloody hard work, and I'm sure he's like fully aware of that. So you just take him as he is. Just don't, you know, I think he gets quite irritated. I'm sure I irritate him like we all do. Because he's like a caged animal.
3:35 p.m. Some of the housemates have gone back to bed. Ahmed and Daniel are talking on the patio.
Is everything going the way you imagine it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. There's been a few surprises.
I think that you are too clever. And then I don't know why the way things is going. Maybe it's a test for you. Then if you pass this test, you will be in control, isn't it? It was a surprise for me to hear that.
Surprise
to hear your name. I thought maybe
for the nominals?
Yeah. I thought that I will hear your name week 6 or week 7, not before that.
Right. Well, no, because I expected it early on.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't give a lot away, really.
I don't know. Still, I wasn't expecting your name.
I've just been myself, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It's just like there's no stimulus, really. Music and socialising is one of my favourite things.
For me, it's more music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can listen to music for hours and hours, and I can dance for hours and hours, but I cannot socialise continuous for 5 hours. I get bored.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't believe completely when there's a friendship between a man and a woman, because either one of them unconsciously fancies the other person.
There has to be something there, yeah. I completely agree.
Yeah. Or in the case of women having a chat, yes, I can understand. They can have a chat for hours and hours, even 12 hours. But we men, normally, we cannot chat for hours like women. So that's, I see, for them, they enjoy that, like shopping or window shopping and everything. But I think the majority of men are different from that. Personally, yes. And I cannot socialize for hours and hours. That's a limit.
Can't hang on.
It's just a really elaborate mating ritual sometimes, you know. You can do...
You want to start something, eh? Come on.
I've had enough slaps to my face, please.
But that's not me in the face.
Sorry, never mind.
That's rude.
I know, sorry. Oh, you look so cute with those little pigtails.
Oh, shut up.
Tell me that you're 17.
That's gross.
Your pigtails. Tell me that you're 17. Here's your school uniform.
You're gross.
Oh, but that's legal, though, 17.
Yeah, no, but you're 30.
I know, I could be your father, can I?
No, because I'm nearly 27.
No, but if you were 17.
Just illusion. Have you got, like, some issues or something?
No. Just having a laugh, just bored.
That's gross, man. Dude. Oh, yeah, whatever.
Can we cuddle, then?
I don't want to cuddle you. You're like thinking I'm 17. It's gross.
Oh, I just want to be cuddled.
You're daft. Daft sad.
That 17 thing's gross.
I know, sorry.
That's foul, dirty pervert.
Just a little scenario.
2, 3.
Yeah, that was good.
3.
Have a little think.
Okay,
Maybe you might come up with something.
Dun, 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 One. Mama dinner presents, and you can't forget the rest. Do you know it?
I know the song. What's it off?
Chorus line.
Chorus line.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is, darling. Don't question my theatrical musical knowledge.
This is Big Brother. Could Marco come to the diary room?
Hi, Big Brother.
How are you feeling within the group?
I feel fine, actually. I feel a lot happier with being around everyone now. I felt before I was feeling a bit uncomfortable around certain people because I didn't necessarily feel that I trusted them. I feel that like Ahmed is like seems to be isolating himself away again. He's kind of gone back into a shell a little bit. He's not as raw as he was before. But I do feel closer to Dan and Vanessa, I'd say. I think they're really nice people, and I feel like I may have misjudged them. I feel quite bad about that. I have a fair idea who I'm going to nominate this following week. It's either going to be Ahmed and Jason, or it may be Jason and Victor. Because Emma was asked to leave, and I'm sorry, it's old ground now, but I feel that it would only be fair for Victor to go up for nominations.
How are you getting on with Jason at the moment?
We're quite civil to each other. We'll say hello in the morning or whatever, and but I feel that we didn't have much of a friendship before anyway, and I don't see much of a blossoming future friendship with him either now, so.
How do you feel about Michelle returning?
I'm really, really pleased that Michelle's back. I'm so, so pleased. And it's, she's brought so much laughter back to the house as well. And she's such a funny girl, and she's such a genuinely nice person as well. And I think Stuart's quite happy too. But I'm really pleased that she's still with us now. I'm really, really pleased that she's back.
In sculptures, if the ball's hang to the left, it means the man's gay.
8:12 p.m. Tonight, housemates have been given the task of casting their own body parts in plaster and applying them to a chicken wire frame to create the perfect housemate.
Who wants feet?
I'll do feet.
Yeah? Okay. Who would like legs?
I would say Shell, maybe.
Yeah.
I was thinking more face.
Oh,
she
no,
has
I
an
don't
angelical face. Oh.
I don't want to put petroleum jelly on
You
my
want
face.
to go
That's fine.
legs fine with you, Shell, is it?
Legs is fine, yeah. Cheers,
Bottom?
It's got to be Jay Rumba,
Thanks,
isn't it?
mate.
Arms?
I don't mind. Arms. Yeah, you've got Archer's arms. Yeah.
Okay.
Hands?
Like I could handle hands if...
Look, for starters, I'm not doing mug. I'm not doing face straight off.
Why? No, we'll keep you for like stomach.
Oh, yeah.
So and the hands.
You want to do hands, yeah? Stomach?
Stuart.
I'll do that then.
Yeah.
Stomach, yeah. Chest?
Nadia has
Nadia.
no chest. Yeah.
Face? Michelle?
Shell.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm not bothered, whatever.
Hair.
Ahmed. No, hands.
So there's two left, and that's hair and style,
Yeah.
so I reckon I should
Hair.
probably...
I'll go style then.
We can paint it.
Style? What does style mean?
That'll be all your bling bling.
Your bling bling.
Oh, the style of clothes and...
Yeah.
So when we paint it, we've got to give it
We can put your necklace round it.
Are we doing it? So how is that?
Well, let me put it in
We just need to prepare it all first. Prepare it, and everyone just gets a bowl. You just do your own bit.
It's as if somebody else has help you with dinner, and then we'll do. We'll do each other afterwards. Oh, hang on. So are you boobs, Nadia? Are you boobs? Yes. Cool.
Do you need a hand putting that plaster on?
I think I'll be fine, thanks, Victor. But you can do the painting.
I'm not painting. I'm just advising. It's not about. It's not about me
well, I'll
painting.
help painting, and you can advise.
Yeah, I'll help painting as well, but.
Yeah, it's not about me painting because I can't paint.
Right,
So
you're just going to say, right, okay, that's cool.
Pretty much.
Devise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe even if we paint our own body parts.
It's cool. It should be alright.
Yeah, that'd be wicked.
Yeah.
Have you killed the pastel already?
Okay.
Who's doing that? Whose arms are they?
My arms, Vanessa.
Are they your arms?
She's bald though.
And whose hands? Huh?
She's got my head though.
Okay, it's got your head.
This housemate is going to be a proper minger.
Yeah.
8:38 p.m. Most of the housemates are in the living area. Nadia and Ahmed are in a spa.
Nadia, you want to have some fun?
Fun?
Fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say there, when everybody's present, that Marco is moving to your bed? I want to see his face and Jason's face.
Why? You want to put me into trouble, do you?
Trouble?
Is there some sort of scheme going on?
No. I want to see their faces. You know, they say they'll be happy about that. Because they'll be next to each one, no? You got it.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, interesting to see their faces, that's it. I don't do scheming things.
No,
It's
no,
not
okay.
my...
No, I didn't mean
Oh,
like
okay.
scheme in a sense. I just thought, oh, it's something like a bet or something going on, you know what I mean?
Okay. No.
Oh, man, they didn't have to analyse everything I say as well. I don't think I would change any... Well, I would change a few things, but I will never be intimidated or let anyone be intimidated by anyone, so...
Yeah.
But never mind. Oh, I'm not sure I have to think about that proposal, though. I'll think about it.
10:55 p.m. The housemates have been working on the task for 2 hours and 17 minutes. Marco is providing the head for the figure.
Oh my God, darling. That is so cold. It's such a bad choice.
Oh, baby.
Oh, darling. I knew she'd get excited if she was Vaselining my head.
Are you going to do his ears?
No, she's not doing my ears.
Yeah, no, because Mish, maybe just go around there with Mish because of her hair.
Yeah, it's well cold.
Is it too cold?
No, it's not too cold, it's pretty cold.
Well, anyone mind if I had a nap and then you just woke me up?
Piss off. Not at all, Vic. Yes, we do. You're going to stay awake.
Oh, we laugh.
Support us.
Oh, darling! What the hell? I got a stick in my eye. I think I've got plenty of Vaseline on now, yeah?
You don't know how tight I am, darling.
Jason has agreed to model his prize-winning buttocks.
So I'm actually creating like the perfect arse because
It's actually quite nice the way you're doing it.
I'm working on what Jason's given me and then I'm improving it.
Obviously.
Please, darling. God created man, then he created my buttocks.
It could be a massive ass with these really thin legs.
What do you mean a massive ass?
No, you know what I mean, though.
This is the
I think
tightest
it was
ass in the house, man.
I think it's a great choice for Shell. Her legs, I think they're amazing.
Jason!
That was what I thought.
Oh my God! The gas man strikes again.
I don't want to poke my finger in there.
It makes it on all about you.
Like, lose it, you mean?
Right.
I'm going to go have a shower, I think.
Right. If you get my pubic hair, I may have to scream.
Okay, do that bit then.
Okay, cool.
11:47 p.m. Michelle's mouth has been sealed shut for 7 minutes.
Oh, wow, darling, you look so beautiful.
Murderer hand.
You want me to go away? You're so out of order.
Serial killer's hand.
Oh, my God. All right, okay.
Think of dying children.
Sorry.
Think of dying children.
That's not going to help.
Ahmed is having his hands cast by Victor and Stuart.
Yeah, that's okay.
Jason and Vanessa are in the bedroom.
Is that yours?
What? That's really fucking crusty. You're so gross.
What?
You seriously are disgusting. And why am I all wet?
My toe.
It's
not that. It's my toe. Never. Let's just feel that. Look, my toe's soaking. Wait.
Get off me! Stop it! Get off me! Oh, man. What are you doing? What the fuck is that?
What is that?
Jay.
Jay Rumba.
It's mine!
Ahmed's bed.
No, it's so
What you gonna do yourself?
Oh, you just so caught my arm.
Dada.
Oh, you're so rough with me.
Dada.
Ow!
Oh, windy that.
Oh, no. Oh, man. He just hit my arm.
I never meant it.
Kick him.
My stilettos. It's an accident, wasn't it?
No, it was.
You going to toilet, Sean?
Yes, I am, babe. And then we're going to do your back of your legs, babes? Yeah.
Quick. I'm excellent.
Easy now, bruv.
Have you got, like, something down there?
What do you mean, like some down there?
Like something pretend?
That's it, baby, that's it.
Yeah, look at her, she's impressed now, isn't it?
No, I'm
She
not.
got a fat willy now, isn't it?
I wouldn't go near him with a bloody barge pole. As if.
I think, like,
What's that?
the best class we've had.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We had so much fun doing it.
Oh my god, yeah, blatantly.
You know, when I was in my makeup and stuff, I would get out here and say, well, do you want to play a game? I said, look, like, do you want to have some fun?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, and the one thing is fine. And he said to me, oh, when everyone's gathering together, like having dinner or something, tell Mark that he's gonna move to your bed.
What's fun about that?
I said, why? Because I want to see Jason's Victor's face. He said that to me. And I said, oh, okay.
What's fun about that? That's really strange.
Do you remember when he said that he would never, if people come to tell him things, he would not be the one to tell you
Yeah.
that people are saying
Oh,
things
yeah.
about you? Do you remember that bit? I think that's a way of telling me.
Really?
Do you not think? Why would he say that?
It is strange.
Why would he say like he wants to see their faces if I said that?
Or maybe it's just Ahmed being Ahmed.
Do you think it's my paranoia?
Probably not. It wouldn't be. It's not a new. It wouldn't be out of character.
1:43 a.m.
Have you ever fight during sex?
I don't think I have.
What? You what?
Have you ever fight during sex?
Oh god.
Stuart, Jason, Marco and Victor are putting the finishing touches to the group's sculpture.
I think we need some more...
we need to...
Get some paste and shit on.
Yeah, shit.
But if you hold it...
I think it'll stick on.
Yeah, mine's are sticking. Just keep it up, the pressure up.
I've even got the right side, I mean, the left side hanging down better. A lot more.
Who?
This dude.
That means he's gay.
Yeah.
In sculptures, if the balls hang to the left, it means the man's gay.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you know that?
I had an art teacher and they told me that, innit?
Really?
Yeah.
Nadia, do you want the rest of this?
Oh, thanks.
No problem.
That would do some damage, girls, eh, what do you think?
Girth.
No near something like that.
2000. Girth 2004.
That's one scary thing.
Sink up, yeah.
Drainage and shit.
Chicks with dicks.
Who goes? You decide. To evict Daniel, call 090 11 214402. To evict Vanessa, call 090 11 214411. Or text the name of the housemate you want to evict to 84444.